Alright, folks, welcome to another spicy stream. We're gonna be playing Trace Vector. What is that game? I don't know what Trace Vector is. We're gonna find out. Do I need my mouse? Adventure mode, I guess. How do I play? Is it up and down on the keyboard? Can I just hit enter? Okay, I only need my keyboard. Okay. Your first stop is the first step. Oh, can y'all hear this? Hold on, y'all can't hear this. You all cannot hear this. That is a problem. Hang on. Y'all can't hear the sound, and it's kind of banging, so it's kind of fantastic. So let me fix that. Okay, now we say the Elgato sound, and y'all should be able to hear things. Should being the operative word there. See, now I can't hear anything, but you all can. Let me fix that. Also, I got new headphones. I'm very enthused about them. Let me plug them in so I can hear things. We can actually see the story this time. I was lost. Forever adrift. An uncountable distance from a home long forgotten. Isolated and cold for longer than I thought possible. Then you showed me the way. Oh, I love the way that logo looks. Ooh, my mic's a little spicy. Let me fix that. You're a little warm. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's play Trace Vector. See what we think of it. Okay, so Okay. Oh! This is this game. Oh, so that's our aim. We should avoid dead-end branches. Okay. So this controls the swing of our aim. So we're aimed down. Now we're aimed up. We can safely escape using the green launcher. Okay. This looks like one of those games that's very simple. Do not disappoint me on a crash course. This game looks like it's very simple mechanically, but very difficult to be good at. So we want to... So up and down are our only buttons here. I say these first two fingers because that's where my fingers sit upon. Gather as many fuel cells as possible, so we want rainbow squares. Oop, I missed that one. And those make us go faster. Okay, whew. All but one of the fuel cells, that's pretty good. Okay, and if we run out of fuel on the bottom part of the screen, then we're donezo. Alright. This is very arcade-like. So we're going to want to leave it up, then down, leave it down, down. Looks like we can leave it down for a goodly portion of the level here. Follow the arrows and feel the network. You know what this feels like? Is a hacking minigame in a cyberpunk game. Is that weird? Is that a weird image for me to settle on here? Because it really feels like that. It feels... If you made a mistake, you press backspace to reset and try again. This requires fuel. Okay. We got all 7 fuel cells there. Oh, and the fuel cells do actually refill our fuel meter on the bottom. Okay. Oh, I could see myself getting way too into this game. So, down, down, up, 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 down. Okay. This is going to be a lot of me saying up and down. Expect the captions to be largely ups and downs. Okay, up here? Oh, yeah, you're right. Up, down. No, backspace! Oh, backspace is a full retry. Okay. Uh-oh. So definitely do not backspace every time you whiff a fuel cell. Noted. So now we want up to hit these 2 fuel cells. Up to hit those 2, down to hit these 2. Up to hit those 2, down to hit those 2, down to hit that, and up to hit the green. Okay. I'm definitely not going to be this articulate as I carry on, as the levels get harder and faster. But this is very interesting. I could have done a Frozen Tundra Finds on this, to be honest with you. I have some games that I am planning Frozen Tundra Finds for. I was not paying attention. Uh-oh. So this one's press and hold space to temporarily slow down time. Slowing down time spends fuel but helps us survive. Okay, I missed 2 fuel cells because I didn't use the space button, but the space button activates more. Okay, I assume the space button eats the top fuel bar, or those are like refills or something. Okay, down, up, down. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna get way too into this. Good luck. I'm gonna need it, bud. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Oh, and that's gonna speed us up. Oh no. Okay, getting every single fuel cell on this is gonna be nigh impossible for my brain, especially while I'm trying to talk. As much fun as this is, I think I'm not gonna be able to stream this. It's too much. Aurora, are you back? Report your status. All systems online. Network synchronization is complete. I could see playing this with a fight stick. Like, you know, I have a stick here somewhere. Well, I have a flight stick here somewhere. Where did I put my flight stick? Oh, you know what? This computer doesn't have a game port on it, so that won't work. It's a good concept, though. I mean, this wouldn't be too bad with just like a D-pad, you know? Like I plug in the GameCube controller and up-down D-pad. A is slow down time. Network synchronization is complete. Fuel efficiency remains suboptimal. Where are we? Can you find home system? Searching. Coordinates found. We are approximately 12,000 light years from home system. Aurora, that's impossible. Something must be wrong. Confirmed. Preparing to warp. What? Cancel! We have no idea where we are! Nope. Warp has happened. Okay, so there are achievements. Oh, and it's gonna show me how many of these I miss. No, and it has high scores! No! This is... Oh... Oh, I have to... Excuse me? Can I not A. Will it not? Hello? A, B, I guess? Hello? Ah, I have to hold. That's a little weird that I have to hold for up and down. I guess it's designed for a joystick. You know, it doesn't have that precise analog, or rather, it doesn't have that digital precision that a keyboard has. Fair enough. I mean, I assume that's in engine. Okay, do we want to stick to red here to try and get all the fuel cells? Let's move on. I will completionist this on my own time. Okay. So we down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, but this is gonna be really fast. Yeah, this is gonna be super fast. Look at all those speed ups. Thankfully, the little pause for effect with the fuel cells is gonna save me a lot. But this could get very difficult. Crossways. Oh. I need to not panic when I see grids. Okay, this isn't minimum speed, though. No, I already missed one. Sorry, I need to talk. If I'd have known this game was this way, I would not have decided to stream it. I don't think I can talk while playing this. Oh no. Oh no, what are those? Are those yellows? Are those yellow space breaches? Oh no. No. Oh, I missed already. Oh, we'll go up here and see what the space breach is. Oh yeah, it is. It is in fact a warp. Oh. Whew. Okay. Wow. This game, I can see an arbitrarily high skill ceiling for this game. Oh no. So we're gonna want up and then down very quickly. So let's see if we can get some use out of the space bar here. No. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to. I'm dead. Okay, so the space bar needs to be pressed in earlier than I think intuitively. Okay. I dodged the fuel cells, but I made it. Oh no, the spacebar eats a lot of fuel. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh no. Oh, this is, You know what this makes me think of, weirdly, is Pac-Man Championship Edition. Like, it's a game that I am not cognizant enough to talk in any major way while playing. But it's a blast! Oh, I missed! And it's a very, like, high risk, high reward in its full completion criteria. Wow. Yeah, this game, I want to make a layout for this game. Okay, so we obviously don't want to start up because there's speed there. Oh no. This game is very arcade-like. And I mean that in the sense of it is easy to play, incredibly difficult to master. No, the exact opposite of what I needed to do. I've been having a bad habit of that lately. Just like, completely inverting the thing that I need to do or the thing that I mean to say. Down. Up. Whew. Like, my brain just gets flipped backwards, and I don't know what the deal is. Oh, is this already... That's already the end of the area? Okay. Aurora. What happened? I never gave the command to warp. Unknown reference. How are you today, Jason? Fine. Just never do that again. Of course. What are your orders? Locate home system. Searching. Coordinates found. We are approximately 11,000 light years from home system. That's interesting. I have located another warp network. Shall I lock in the coordinates? Proceed and warp when ready. Warping. The ship knows more than it lets on. Absolutely, no ifs, ands, or buts. I love the look of this game, by the way. I would assume there are 12 total worlds, increasing in difficulty as you go. Oh boy. Also, the way those, like, it dissolves into dots. Yeah, this is... Wow. Wow, I only got the first level? All of the fuel cells? I mean, okay. Yeah, we might switch to Ex Novo, relatively soon. I just wanted to play this game, honestly, and sometimes stream is a good excuse for that. Okay, so we need to be pressing space, the node before where we want to move in a grid. Oh no. This is already approaching complexity that I am not interested in. Uh-oh. We're speeding up. Oh, I missed. No, I missed. Okay, up, down, up, down, up. Yes, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Oh, I missed fuel cells. Oh, dude. This is gonna be crazy. Waveform surfing. Please tell me this is a square wave type of thing. Oh, this is the opposite of what I wanted to see. Uh-oh. No. Oh, this feels like a game that needs to be played with a big ol' arcade joystick. I am not remiss. Okay, this is the practice area for this. Am I remiss in saying that I think I need some kind of arcade cabinet to play this? Oh. Completely avoid objects, said Glacier's brain, in defiance of what needs to happen. Okay. I still missed 3 fuel cells! Unacceptable! Get ready for fragmental. Oh no. Oh, okay, so... Oh my gosh, no, dude. This is so hard. Oh, I missed. No, dude. No. Oh. Uh-oh. Dead. This is so difficult. This game would be... You know who would love this game? Is any child of the arcade age. Obviously, I completely whiffed. Are we just gonna completely bail on this level? No. Oh, I lost my bonus. So the bonus refills you when you are about to die. No, 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 yes, no, no. Beans! Low fuel. This might be the first level we wash out on. Come on. Down. Up. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, dude! Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm gonna go back and grind for fuel cells a little bit. We're gonna see if we can get some more 100%. Also, are those weird artifacts showing up on your screen? I don't think so. Unfortunately, I think the way this looks doesn't come across as pleasantly on the capture. Which is unfortunate. In the same way that the ASCII game didn't quite come across in the same way that I wanted it to. But I do feel that this game turbo slaps, and that if I were not so concerned about leaving just vast spaces of dead air in my stream while it traces out this level. Y'all can still hear this, yeah, it's like at a comfortable level beneath my speaking voice. But this feels like a game that I would play in an arcade one time and then be stuck searching for years. In the same way that it took me until I was in... How did I not get all the fuel cells on that level? Anyway, I must have been learning the game. Like, I didn't find a Tempest machine until I wound up in Portland visiting family at some point. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the level while I'm trying to speak. Follow the arrows and feel... Yeah, this feels at once like a simple minigame you would find in a cyberpunk game, and at the same time, something that would be completely fully fledged in an arcade cabinet. If you made a mistake and you can press backspace to reset and try again, it costs fuel though, so your score would be lower. And for a game like this that is so arcadey, it hurts to lose score. You know what visually this reminds me of is another Frozen Tundra Finds game, the Light Tracks video. That was a fun game, and I'm glad I did a Frozen Tundra Finds on it. I'm a little upset that you cannot acquire Light Tracks anymore because of the WiiWare closing. It's kind of an unfortunate thing that has occurred because of digital storefronts. Woo. But yeah, Ex Novo, I think we're definitely playing some Ex Novo as soon as my hands are too fatigued to play this. Press and hold space to temporarily... Oh, diddly-day. Hang on, let's try this again. Okay, so space is the slowdown time button, and it's clearly meant to be used in this level. So here, we would want to flip to... Slowing down time spends fuel, but it helps us survive. So clearly that's meant to like be tapped and you make a snap reaction. So like you see something coming. This is very like think 3 steps ahead or think very quickly to win type of game. Okay, so we're gonna start down. Good luck. Gonna need it. Down, up, down. We can relax for a second here. Down, up, down. No, we missed one. Oh, no! Oh, and we have to run through all the levels to try again? No! Oh, yes, I'm definitely skipping the story sequence. Hello? I'd like to skip the story sequence, because I've already seen it. Is there a way to, like, play individual levels? Yeah, all but one of the fuel cells. Oh, no. I'm sure, like, optimized scores are bonkers for this game. You know, it's all about... Okay, let's go back up. Oh, endless procedurally generated mode. Okay, let's play this. See what we get. Do you think the endless mode is generated procedurally on the fly, or do you think it is pre-generated at an arbitrary length? Oh no, dude. And you speed up every amount. Okay. I get the sense the way that these levels are designed at this complexity. Sadie dog, are you supposed to be up here? You know what this means, Satyr. That's what I thought. Away you go. Down the stairs. No, don't come over here. Come here. Yeah, come here, dummy. Yeah, come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. Sadie, do. Alright, fine. I was gonna pick Sadie up and let the world see. But, no. No. Okay, so this is procedurally generated. I mean, it doesn't take an abundance of processing power to build these small networks of nodes. So, makes sense. Whew. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm really bad at quick twitch games, but I am an enjoyer of them. Because up, down, 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 up, up, down. No! No! Oh. See, I enjoy quick twitch games when I can memorize the map and then get into that flow. Sorry, I'm going to be making this motion a lot because this feels like a game that you need to have like an arcade stick and that really upsets the automated captions when I go da do de da do, when I make like onomatopoetic sounds or like little scat noises when I'm unsure of words. Is there a way to just play? There is not a way to play single levels in Adventure. Okay, we'll do this one more time. I want to get the first world completed at a minimum because I don't like sitting through the tutorial. Also, relatedly, well, actually rather unrelatedly, the captions, there is an option to have the ongoing, like, total captions up above the active, reading in the moment-to-moment captions. If you all would like to see those as well as the moment-to-moment captions, let me know. See, these automated captions seem to work very well when I think critically about what I am saying and speak a little bit sharply in my diction. A little bit sharply and a little bit unnaturally. Then they seem to get the point quite well. In comparison to when I really start talking quickly and, kind of, we make very simple concessions about what you're saying, and like an accent starts creeping in, or I'm running words together to get things out faster. It struggles. Okay, we've gotten this level before, so I don't need to focus as hard. This is a very... Whoever designed this game, you found a winner. Like, the rumor I have heard about this game is it was originally a mini game in a larger, more complex game, but they realized they had a really good idea and stuck with it and ran with it. Did Twitch not update my information? I really hope Twitch updated my information and said I'm actually playing Trace Vector rather than Jet Grind Radio, because if my Twitch is stuck on saying that I'm playing Jet Grind Radio after I've specifically stated that I'm playing Trace Vector... Hang on. I'm fixing this. This is bothering me. We're not playing Jet Grind Radio. We're playing Trace Vector. Update information. We are playing Trace Vector. Oh, it does want me to hold down there, okay. Down to speed up, but also get more fuel cells. That's, I think the level not being red in its theme... Not being red helps a lot. I'm glad that they started the spectrum of what color your line is at red, so that you don't have the panic of to avoid the red later. Okay, this is the level we missed a few fuel cells on, right? No, beans. I really hope this isn't the level we had already missed fuel cells on. No, it was the last one because I wanted to find out if I could jump to the last level. Which, on one hand, it's kind of good game design for them to say you have to run through this whole world so your brain gets warmed up and you don't get frustrated frantically hitting buttons. But on the other hand... No, ooh, that's the opposite of what we wanted. Try that again. Kind of wasted fuel for that one, but it's fine. Oh, fiddlesticks. It was those last two fuel cells we missed last time, too. already seen the story sequence. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm enjoying this game a great deal. I do not know that I want to stream it. Which is really... like, I don't know if that comes across as strange to you all. Also, how did I get a high score there? Oh, it's the second place high score. This isn't... these are local leaderboards. I would love to see, like, a dedicated cabinet for this in an arcade. It wouldn't be too bad to do, honestly. Just, you know, an LCD screen, a computer design, a computer, you know, of any... it doesn't have to be a specific design. Just a computer, an arbitrary computer that has enough oomph to run this, and a joystick, and a single fire button. Like, with Steam's joystick mapping efforts, which they put into place because of the Steam controller. I skipped this. I cannot skip that. Okay. What I also wish I could skip is the tutorial. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if, like, left and right come into play later as, like, a manual speed control? Maybe. I kind of hope left and right come into play later as a manual speed control. I would love to... I think that's something that I feel like you would have to unlock, like the ability to skip the course previews, so to speak. You know, if you know the course, that just eats up time. But if you don't know the course and you've activated course preview skip, you're kind of dunked. So... oh, so we can just... okay. Yeah, I have to remember that only junctions in the vector... only junctions require my turning brain. Like, existing bends and turns in the network do already get handled, and so I do not have to handle them manually. Remember, we are in this for the final, get all the last area to get all the fuel cells. We do not have to worry. So we can stay down until after the second speed booster. You know, despite the fact that we only really truly need to focus on the final level's fuel cells, it's activating my brain that we need to do our best here. Oh, crunch. Snap, crackle, pop, my joints. Close enough, captions. Snap, crackle of my joints. Yeah, this is the game. This is a fantastically addictive game. No, I mean, I guess fuel cells also grant us more fuel to burn on the last level. Look at all that bonus fuel. Very nice. There is time for Into the Void. Okay, so down, space, up, space, down, space, up, down. No, dude. Backspace. We're trying this again. Oh, we're gonna run out of fuel. No. Ow! We got plenty of bonus. It's fine. Occasionally you will see the mouse pointer on the screen because my mouse is on the floor. It's fine. We lost the bonus, but we got all the fuel cells. Oh. Alright. Good enough. Oh, it better not count the runs separately. Oh, because that's going to be upsetting. If it still shows only one square missing. If we have to get a perfect run to get the... Okay, completionist 1. Okay, so there are completionist... Yeah, I'm going to get a lot less of a fuel bonus here because I burned a bunch of my fuel. But I'm still going to get a time on the board because I don't have all 10 times on the board. Yeah, like even burning most of my fuel on the final level there, I still got a 3rd place score. Okay. Yeah, this game could be terrifically addictive. I'm just watching the captions try to catch up. Okay, let's see what we can get out of orange level. Welcome to the Cosmic Void. Your next stop is the first wave. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. There's a reason this is the only one that I got the... This is the only one I got the fuel cell 100% on last time, because it's relatively easy. It's just kind of a square wave sort of affair. Can you believe how much, like, nitrogen my joints produce? I crunch like nobody's business. Oh no. See, like, anytime there is a grid like that, I know I'm gonna have to hit the space bar. Oh, unacceptable. Burn fuel. Seriously? Oh, we don't get any bonus. We don't get the bonus until we finish the level. Okay. Are you serious, dude? I'm so upset with myself. Again, this is a game that I enjoy, not necessarily... Oh, no! I deliberately dodged those fuel cells. Giving up. Giving up. It's enough trace vector. Oh, that's very, very much a game that I am going to enjoy dearly in my spare time, but good golly, am I bad at it. What else do we have in my Steam library? I kind of wanted to play Pac-Man Championship Edition. I don't know if I have enough yutzpah in my hands. You know, there's only so much I can do as far as mechanical output with my hands. Ow. That was a large crunch. Tell you what. Do I have paint capture? I do have paint capture active. Paint capture exists. I mean, we could just... You know what? While we're on that train, let's see how we can do for Super Hexagon.
Super Hexagon.
I have not played the... Oh, no. Yeah, I haven't played Super Hexagon in for... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is... Oh, no. Like, there are people who are fantastic at this, but I am not one of them. Again, I'm not sure if this is... Ooh. E. Oh, I don't like that it spins. You know what? I saw a game that reminded me of this. Oh, I hate that. I am not a fan of that. Yeah, my best is 38 seconds. Should I change my game to Super Hexagon? What happens when I change my game? Does it ruin my tags? What's the go live notification for Super Hexagon? Struggling with is correct. Tempest theme, you say? Okay. One thing I do... Is there like a pattern to Super Hexagon? Is it always the same thing? Or is it different each time you play? I will never know because I'm bad at video game. I panicked. Bad at video game. I do not adore that the screen rotates and flips colors. Have I mentioned that? Also, I feel like this game would be This game would be easier if the sectors were digital. This is not a game I can play while talking either. Oh. E. Ooh. Oh, stop spinning. It's gonna make me sick. Which is not a thing I often say about games. I don't usually have that sort of, I don't have that kind of, like, fill the vase instinct, so to speak. If you catch my drift. But, ooh, this is making me a little pukey. No! We're gonna keep grinding. I looked away from the screen at the very beginning. That was a mistake. Okay. Are you serious? Hi, Magnus. He says, I'm gonna save you from hard video game, Dad. Yeah? What do you think? Sniff sniff? No, he's not feeling pets. Alright. I will say this game has an absolutely fantastic soundtrack. And I really hope it's available on, like, streaming services, because, unfortunately, that is a goodly portion of how I get my music. Sorry, this is gonna be full of strained vocal nonsense, because Stop spinning. Oh no, spinning. Spinny spin. Triangle. Okay. At least we got a new record. The captions are going to be entirely useless for a lengthy portion of. They will be very unhelpful for the Super Hexagon portion of the stream, because in order to get into the flow, I need to activate my brain, and to activate my brain, I gotta interact with the music. Oh, it just looks like it just thinks I'm saying two over and over again. I mean, that's a fair guess. I would say they're more of do's rather than twos. This is a game in which death is not a punishing experience. It's just kind of a mild frustration, and you gotta shake your head and jump back in. You know, shake your head, put another quarter in the machine, and go. Which is also the case for Super Meat Boy, which is another game I have that, I will be honest with you, I'm not streaming Super Meat Boy. I have a hard enough time. Does Super Hexagon have some kind of dynamic difficulty on the easiest level? I would not expect it from Super Hexagon. It's a game that thrives upon its difficulty. What is just... Okay, so if I hold space, I will immediately jump in every time I fail. I might do that. Uh-oh. Oh, rubber baby buggy bumpers. I said I was gonna hold space, and then I didn't. I let go of space as soon as the actual gameplay stopped, which was the exact opposite of the point of holding space. Aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, aluminum. That's something that would do the opposite of what I want it to, is trying to say tongue twisters while playing this game. She sells seashells by the seashore. I can't even say that without the game going. Sheik sheared 6 sheep. Sheik seared 6. Oof. Again, I think I'm not holding space anymore, because I let go every time the game ends, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm holding space for a gameplay reason, right? I guess if I really wanted to use brain while play video game, at least it gives you a moment to out of the way. Left would have been the better option there. I could, if I wanted to, slightly activate my brain, talk about what we're going to do with Ex Novo tonight. Ooh, at a later point in the stream. I went the wrong way. I hesitated. This game requires absolute conviction and a higher brain processing speed than I usually possess. Sorry, if I go completely silent, it is because I want to get a good run in. See what I mean? Flawlessly dodging while I was not talking, but cutting it very close while I'm attempting to commentate. What this game needs is me playing and someone else commentating. You know what I would love to see is a speedrun of this game. I bet it's just highly polished. These, like, difficulty is the fun sort of games make for very, very beautiful, elegant speedruns. No, I went to the wrong one. I picked the wrong one. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Super Hexagon. Welcome back, Pimp. We were playing Trace Vector, but I got too frustrated, so we bailed, and now we're playing Super Hexagon. And I'm doing my best to continue speaking while not sucking at Super Hexagon, which is just as hard as you think it would be. Also captions. We were playing Trace Vector, apparently. We were playing Trace Nectar, apparently. Yes. The automated captions. They're as helpful as they are hurtful. Oh, come on. But we were playing Trace Vector. It was, if you know the, when did the captions become a thing? As soon as I found a way to do them. I've been meaning to have captions for a long time. I just didn't think there was a computationally viable way of doing them, but I found a lightweight enough program that does captions auto-magically. I chose poorly. Trace Vector is a little bit like, you know the pipe minigame in BioShock, where you have to do it at speed and lay down the path? In Trace Vector, the path is already laid out, and you just have to navigate it by pressing up and down. And there are, yeah, essentially Pipe Dream. You navigate it by pressing up and down. I'm making a lever motion because you could play it with a lever. And there are sections of the track that speed up the item, and there are optional items along the track called fuel cells. And there is you press space to slow down the rate of your item ship. It's like a, it's the story. The framing story is it's a ship zooming through hyperspace, and what was I saying? You press space to slow down the rate of the line, so you can make snap decisions faster. But holding space eats up your time mechanism. How much time you have overall for the level, and bonus time is converted into bonus points. And so you want to use that as little as possible, whenever possible. Whenever possible, obviously. Okay. Okay, so hold. Okay, activate brain. No! Brain deactivated! There's risk reward to slowing down, yes. I mean, we've increased my high score twice now. Honestly, I think what I need is to talk mindlessly rather than mindfully, which doesn't inherently make for the best commentary, but it does make for better video game. Bad video game. Okay, I could have stayed there and then went right. Also, definitely getting some bullet hell vibes on this a bit. This is absolutely peak bullet hell. This is like the concept of bullet hell distilled into a single. This is the concept of bullet hell distilled into a single video game. It is find the path of the video game, which I already feel like bullet hell is find the path. But this is quite literally, there is a single path to escape, find it. Oh, and given the rampant popularity of Toho games, this is a new POW. I should have left. Wide bullets. Yes, absolutely wide bullets. 34. With the rampant popularity of Toho and shoot 'em ups alike, this becoming a very popular indie does not shock me a single jot. And it's all about the bragging rights at the end. Honestly, I'm in that same way. You know, Trace Vector has a component of get the highest score by perfectly via your own execution. So I'm kind of shocked that it didn't take off. I would assume that's a name thing, because I searched Trace Vector to see how many people had done stuff on Trace Vector, the game. And turns out Trace Vector is a type of art style. Oh, I love how the spaced out words look in my current font choice, which is Orbitron by Google, by the way, if you're curious to borrow bits and pieces. If you want to borrow other bits and pieces, the current layout is all HTML and CSS. I wrote it myself. It is obviously based upon Code Lyoko. If you want to yoink it and improve it... Oh, I do not like that particular topography. If you want to yank it and improve it, that is my stream assets, you can. It's at my GitHub. No. Unacceptable. Do not like that. Oh, come on. Okay. I was like, did you just is that end of game? Oh, no. I might have to borrow that font. It's very vaporwave. It is very vaporwave. That's kind of why I picked it. It looks like it belongs in it looks like, it's very monospace. It has no serifs. It looks like it belongs in a terminal that someone has patched on 1,000 things to. And so, it looks like it... Are you serious? It looks like it belongs at a terminal that someone has heavily customized inside and out to function as they intend. Hacker voice, I'm in. I'm in! I'm in. Oh, I must have hit A and D a little bit there while I was mashing. Ooh, we should play Noise 1 again. We never finished that. My right hand is getting a little tired from all these arrow key presses, though. Which is deeply entertaining. Okay, I did say we were gonna play Ex Novo. So we'll Ex Novo as soon as I've grown tired of Super Hexagon's nonsense. We might open Trace Vector again, honestly, just bounce between two different types of frustrating all night. That actually. Oh wow. Better at the video game when I don't look. That would be fascinating. Adding an audio cue to all these walls. Ooh. You borrow Hexagon's basic gameplay, right? But you consult with someone who can echolocate, because that is a life skill some people have learned. Also, how have I been doing? I finished the game OST I was working on over last month. The game releases next week. I heard about the Game Jam game. Shiratomo is in turbo crunch mode right now for that game. Do not envy her. But I'm glad to hear that you finished up the OST on that. That's a visual novel about abuse, right? Gaslighting and abuse, I think. Maybe in particular. It might be a little heavy for my own stream, despite being a very, very VN type of guy. Hang on a second. Oh, there's no pause button, it's just end the run. I am correct. Nice. It might be a little heavy for my stream, but I'm definitely playing it on my own. Everyone here knows that I'm a known enjoyer of WoW. I'm not a known enjoyer of sucking at this game, but I am a known enjoyer of visual novels. And, you know, the subject matter just alone might make it a little much for this. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, Rick, we're really in a... I'm a known enjoyer of WoW. No. I actually fell into a different MMO other than WoW at WoW's peak energy. Known enjoyer of visual novels. If you're curious, the MMO that I stumbled into rather than World of Warcraft was DC Universe Online, which I don't know if those servers are still existent. Are DC still producing content for them? That's a question for March, for Childhood Games Month. But the subject matter of that VN may place it outside the purview of this stream, but I will definitely be playing it on my own. Because, you know, more nuanced understanding of something as serious and heavy as something like that, you know, it allows you to recognize bad patterns in your own life, what not to do, kind of thing. What not to do, what to avoid. And depending on how heavy... I mean, there's a reason I didn't stream Doki Doki Literature Club. You know, despite it being very on brand for me, the subject matter just puts it outside what I want to do here. You know, not to dunk on the game. I enjoyed it a great deal when I played it on my own. It's just, you know, you wouldn't air. Oh, what's the thing? This is gonna be, yeah. You wouldn't air something, you know, rated R on PBS. Kind of brain is what I'm coming from. I think I've had my fill of Super Hexagon. Yeah, that's enough Super Hexagon. Let's go back to Trace Vector and see if I am less frustrated with the game. Local man bounces between frustrating video games. It might do me well to just say games plus demos so I don't have to change my game name all the time. Trace Vector. Do you get in trouble for changing your game too much on Twitch? Is that a thing? Anyway, we'll go back to Trace Vector just for the sheer... We'll play Endless Mode. I don't want to do story anymore because it just gets harder. But Endless Mode illustrates what this game's idea is very well. So the only thing that really separates Endless Mode from Story Mode is there are no fuel cells to aim for, and the speed-ups happen the further you get into the levels. No! Yeah, we got one speed up. Yeah, try again, obviously. Come on. Ooh, I don't know. I tried DCU on Xbone sometime back and I enjoyed. Yeah, I can't speak for how heavy anyone might find the subject matter, though having beta tested can confirm it's really well written and certainly hits in the fields. I'd say whether or not you stream it, it's worth the play. It's certainly a much shorter experience than Asagao given it's made in a month, but it's well done. Fair enough. I might, what I might do is play the game off stream and make a judgment that way, in regards to whether it is, palatable is not the word I'm looking for, but it's the word I'm going to use. If it is allowable is the word I'm looking for, within tone tolerance, shall we say, for the stream. But this is trace vector. It can become very difficult very quickly. Oh no! Game over, and so it was. As you can see, the speed ups fire. Oh, it's asking me for my initials. K, G. Oh yeah, absolutely we do. I enjoy the heck out of this aesthetic. You don't see a lot of games aim for the vector thing when they're going retro. You know, usually the expected retro vibe is 8 or 16 bits rather than, 4 to 8 bits in a vector system. Although, I don't know what the average bit count on the built-in computers that run a vector game are. I guess it's not really, all arcade games, especially from the time this was made, were on customized hardware. I guess in television, whatever bit count in television or Vectrex were, game over, we almost had it. Whatever bit count the Vectrex was would be appropriate here. Honestly, I don't think bit count's very expressive in explaining the aesthetic choices. I think just saying it's a vectorized game very much gets the point across. One thing I do love about this is it's not just lines on a screen. It's not pixelized lines on a screen. There's that feeling of frustration when you take a wrong turn. There's that little halo around all of the lines that kind of sells the effect of it being an analog tube writing vectors as fast as it can. Oh, I should send you the cover I made of Midna's Lament from Twilight Princess that I did in a very 80s synthwave style. That would be very appropriate here. Oh, the gamma? Yeah, like the haloing effect. I don't know why I gestured to my face with the haloing effect. No, no, no. We're not going down a bad path today. It's not happening. No! I wonder how the automated captions... Game over. Such a shame. I wonder how the automated captions keep up with me singing. I'm sure they're not designed for that. If you're curious how these captions work, as much as I was when I found them, this captioning system just leverages the Windows Speech API, the same thing that lets you use voice-to-text in, Microsoft Office, and lets you yell at your computer for Cortana. That being said, I'm loving this soundtrack. Very synth-laden, very, very appropriate for the time. I don't know if you could have had this coming out of a vectorized arcade machine. I doubt a vectorized arcade machine. Game over. You lost the game. No, I did. Speaking of Cortana and Halo, have you seen the video Halo's in Space? I have not. You know what I have seen recently is the Brian David Gilbert video where he has currently read all of the Halo novels. Wow, there are so many Halo novels that I did not know about. I knew functionally that there were a good amount of Halo novels because I've seen them on bookstore shelves a lot, but I did not know there was that sheer volume of them. I like that the BPM of the music picks up when you Speed up. Oh, I can't read that while I'm playing this. One moment. I'm sure you have something very valuable to say, but I cannot read it while failing at this video. I can read it while... Joe used to collect them. Yeah, there are so many. There's like 60 some. Who's pinging my phone? I have many pings. Ah, that's what all those are. Let me just get rid of those. There we go. I'll deal with that last one later. Game over. Try again? Yes, absolutely. This is a game that I am very poor at functionally, but I enjoy it. Like, I'm looking at this game, and, like, the code that runs it is not very... Like, the graphical code is probably the most complicated thing here. The rest of this is, like, literally you could build this with a linked list of nodes and just say in the node the... Oh, boy. You just say in the node whether it is good or bad, and for the fuel cells you could just say along the traversal between, like, if both of these nodes have the fuel cell marker, if two nodes have a fuel cell marker, then there is a fuel cell between them. So, you know, programmatically, the most complex piece of this thing is the graphical engine that gets the vector look. This entire leaderboard is going to say G space N by the time I'm done with this game. Maybe not by the time I'm done with this game tonight, but by the time I've had my fill of this game, that entire leaderboard is going to have my initials on it. This is what happens when one person can play an arcade game. Oh, my brain fell out. What was I gonna say? The graphical code. No, I made the exact opposite. And no worries of quarters. Exactly. That's what I like about it. Oh, game over. What a terrible fate. Oh, there's two little stars stuck behind the game over. Like the, that'd be kind of cute if it simulated vector burn-in when you sat on a screen for too long, and then it, like, got rid of the vector burn-in, you know, later in the game if you were doing well enough. That would be a really cute graphical trick. If I ever make a vector game, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing that. Something in space says, say a pimp in chat. I will read that in a minute. When I'm not zooming at maximum power. Maximum brain activated. Brain activated. Wrinkles achieved. Oh, chat's saying things. Oh, we got to. Okay, so the color changes when you do things. Color changes when you reach different heights on the leaderboard. Okay. Oh no, speed up again! No! Oh no! We got so far! Halos in Space is a dramatic reading of a bad Halo fanfic animated in Gary's mod. That sounds fantastic. Game over. Jason's Adams. Do sure make a mess. Jason's the guy flying the ship. If you didn't know. Gary's Mind. That reminds me of Freeman's Mind. Although I never really did watch Freeman's Mind. I watched a spin-off that was done in Portal called Shell's Mind. That was also really good. Although I can't vouch for how well it's aged. At the time, it was really good. Look at that! We got 5th place. Let's see if we can go higher. Just, this entire stream is going to boil down to Glacier bounces between difficult games until his brain melts. But brain activated. Wrinkles increasing. No smoothness here. fast brain processor whirring. But I gotta look up that I gotta look up the synthwave Midna's Lament. It might make for a good song to pair with this video game in particular. Link for the cover is what I saw in the mere fraction of a second I could look down at chat. The opposite of what I wanted there. I sent you a link for the cover and the Halo vid for you to check on your own time. I am 100% looking at those links after I'm done streaming. Game over. Watch out next time. I also need to keep an eye on the time. I'm for sure ending the stream at 10. No ifs, ands, or buts. 10 my time, by the way. So in about half an hour. Oh, well, we set a better last place record. It's better than nothing. But anyway, like, now I'm thinking, with my programming brain, whose Mario butt emote is that? Like, the graphics would personally be the hardest part of this game to pull off. but I also don't do a lot of graphics work. I just kind of let HTML and CSS do the work. It's PBG's Mario butt emote? No. I was too focused on Mario's thick cheeks there to win. Oh, that's why the emote's called PBG Thick. Game over. Home is so far away. Oh man, but yeah, like the underlying mechanics of this game cannot be too bad. Like obviously there's concessions made. Like obviously this isn't gonna run on any machine or anything. Like there's got to be some concession made somewhere. Like but who knows? I might be completely wrong and they're like some kind of programming galaxy brain and they're not using any libraries for the graphics, and like this is incredibly efficient and it could run super well on older machines too. I do like that the endless mode... Game over. I am so sorry. The endless mode in this game does not... Ooh, that's not a good sound. I imagine the graphics wouldn't be programmed in the same way that this would have been in the 80s. Oh, absolutely not. Like, in the 80s, you would have been writing in real time the lines that are plotted on this screen. That would not work with a neither a modern HDMI style, anything past component for that matter, graphics. Usually vector graphics games, I should say, required a specialized monitor because the vector signals required faster plotting than required different plotting than the line-by-line NTSC or POW pixels, you know. Because normally... Hang on, does this immediately start over? No. Okay, I can describe. So normally, you know, an old CRT, for those of you who are unaware, it would shoot a beam of electrons, and it would draw single lines, 200 something an amount, well into account for the parallax effect on the background stars. True. Brain, where was I? 200 some odd lines, and you get more if you're more or less if you're in a different region, and it would draw line by line each pixels. You know, it would draw single horizontal line down the screen. That's how a CRT normally worked. Now for vector games, the plotting was not strictly tied to lines, and the XY, the magnets that allowed you to bend the electron beam where you wanted to, were a lot more precise and a lot more
free because they weren't tied to the 50 lines PAL, 60 lines NTSC, or not, 50 times a second, 60 times a second, respectively, lines. They were specifically designed plotters to allow you to draw line, 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 line. Exactly where you wanted the lines, and that's what these vectors are. So each of these vectors is like, I turn on the electron beam here, 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 etc. And you modulate the electron beam to activate specific phosphors for specific colors. So vector CRTs are a specific breed of CRT separate from the standard television that you would have found in pretty much any other arcade machine. And because of the way menus and the like, static elements that are the same many screens in a vector game, vector screens are much more, they have a much more prevalent issue of screen burn-in. Like, literally it would burn into the phosphors because the phosphors have been activated too many times for too long spans of time. So it would burn into the screen much worse than any pixelized game. You know how, like, if a Street Fighter cabinet would switch away from a screen where the health bars are, and the health bars are still kind of ghostly there? Vectors had that problem much more. Like, there were literal obvious lines, like, essentially etched into the screen. So if this were to be of its time, this game would be a fantastically complex vector work. Like, really impressive. Considering how long the screens are left on per day in arcade, yeah, absolutely. Then again, like, I say fantastically complex vector work, but there was the Star Wars arcade game in the 80s, so I don't know, maybe it would have been in line with its contemporaries. But yeah, the graphics code is entirely different from what it would have been in the 80s, because in the 80s it would have been a custom board designed specifically to play this game. There would have been a section of the board devoted to the computational actions, which the computational actions that would drive this game would be simple enough that even in the 80s, like, I don't want to get cocky, but if I spent enough time learning assembly, I could probably write the mechanics of this game. What I could not write is any of the vector work. That would have been fantastically difficult. Unless you know what you're doing or can learn what you're doing. The stars are just single dots with the vector plotter. A line of arbitrarily short length, essentially. And as the parallax of the stars, they move, you redraw the dot, or you draw a line, you stretch the line, etc. Anyway, to make an incredibly long story short, if this was a contemporary 80s arcade game, as the design suggests, the graphics hardware would be pulling the most effort. Although I guess nodes and linked lists are harder in assembly. But anyway, I digress. In a modern setting, the graphics are absolutely, without a single doubt, the hardest part, especially getting them to look like what you want. Oh, did y'all see that? There was like a little zoot on the right side of the screen. I'm gonna have to find that. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I would love to see this in an arcade. It wouldn't be too bad, probably. If you have a cabinet that you have a computer of arbitrary strength in, some kind of, let's say, someone isn't just renting cabinets from their local arcade cabinet rentery, as I know the barcades here in the Quad Cities do. You could have a cabinet with a small computer in it,
that runs Steam and just this game, although I'm not sure if this game is available on non-Steam platforms. That's worth a look. If this game's available on non-Steam platforms, you could have an even lighter computer running it. You could have an even lighter computer running it in the cabinet and just have like a standard like LCD TV that wouldn't even have to be that beefy, just the computer's plugged in. I see something about Analog. That's the local arcade bar here in the Quad Cities. Oh, speed up. We're getting this. Oh, 6th place. Oh, no. Okay. Down, up, down. Oh, I missed. Interesting that it would take so much effort to consciously emulate a style that was cutting edge at the time. Also, I missed Analog. Yeah, so, like, for its time, it would have been very difficult. For a modern programmer, you don't have to draw the vectors yourself. You could just design these vectors as pixels and include in your engine a blur of, you know, this correct size around each line. You know, that kind of, I think you said gamma effect is the technical term. Look at that, 4th place. You know, provided a graphics library, this wouldn't be too bad to emulate on a... This style wouldn't be too bad to emulate on a modern pixelized TV, provided you designed your assets correctly. You know, they're very simple pixel-wise. Ironically, you would be using the modern art technique of vectorized drawings for this, and you'd be displaying those... I think the technical file term is SVGs, using the graphics engine. And if you're not writing your own engine, you know, if you're using some, like, as an example, Unity, I don't know how difficult it would be to write in Unity, but like if you're just wrangling an existing engine into making this, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it would take some wrangling, obviously. You know, it takes some fiddling, it takes some finagling, it takes some practice to get exactly what you want. But that's true of any programming, really. You know, you gotta figure out the limitations of what you're working on. We should hit up Analog whenever I can make it back. I wanted to have a going away party there before I left, but the virus is as the virus does. That is correct. Yeah, if you ever wind up back around here, let me know. I'm down to drop some quarters at Analog. But anyway, I've looked into the mechanics of owning an arcade many a time because it's something that I had considered as a small business before realizing that I liked programming. And, you know, if you have an empty cabinet, let's say, you know, you have an existing empty cabinet that was emulating a different game. Say you had a MAME cabinet for a rare game, just because you didn't want to, you know, you didn't, that's not strictly the most legal thing, by the way, unless you are the one reconstructing the ROM from an existing game that you have potential ownership in. Anyway, the legalities are not important. Let's say you are under the table and have an existing MAME cabinet. You could just, for sure, I still have $10 in tokens that I brought with me when I left for the occasion I returned. Fantastic. Let's say you have a MAME cabinet. That means you have an arbitrarily powerful computer. If this is available not on Steam, if it's available on a DRM-less system, you know, you can just outright download the game, which I think this game might be available on itch.io. Don't quote me on that. It might be able... Anyway, regardless, let's say it's on a DRM-less system, so you don't have to connect to the internet. You just plonk the executable files onto the computer. You just need a computer that would not need a particularly large amount of heft, I assume. Wow. The exact opposite of what I needed to do. That must have hurt. Yeah, it did. Brain loading. And you just have, like, if you have the cabinet, then you already have the screen in there too. It's just a matter of putting the computer on there. Like, let's say, obviously a Raspberry Pi probably wouldn't be able to run this. It's got too much overhead. I'm guessing. I mean, there's a reason I eyed this for a Frozen Tundra Finds game, because it's graphically overall very simple and mechanically overall very simple, so it might run better on small machines. But you know what you could do, given what I think the specs are, is just find a cheap computer at like a Goodwill or something and slap it on there. But like overall, the more expensive part probably is buying the game and rigging it to work with quarters. That's actually, I mean, you could just say, like, you know, as a value donation, apply quarter. Or, like, the computer doesn't unlock until you press the quarter. Like, the computer does not open to use until you have placed in a quarter. I'm sure there's coin-op computers. Frick. I'm sure there's coin-op computer setups. Is it time for a break? Not yet. Almost. Oh man, I said I was gonna do some ex novo. Oh, hey. Or just stand in front of the cabinet all day and look menacing until someone coughs up a quarter. That would work. You know, I'm sure there's a way to, like... Oh, can I only have a limited number of my name on the leaderboard? Because I used to have 10. Huh. Fascinating. Anyway. You know, it wouldn't be too bad to convert this into an actual arcade machine, provided you can plug the joystick into the computer and it has a fire button. You know, it would take some hoop jumpery, obviously. Doubly so if you wanted to make it coin-op. But this could actually functionally be in an arcade. What would slap is if someone, like, was actually, like, in touch with the creator, like, hey, I would like to make this an actual arcade cabinet that actual arcades can play with, and then the creator was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. Anyway, you know, it would take some hoop jumping, but you could feasibly have this be in an actual arcade with an actual joystick making you actual quarters. For relatively cheap, if you build the cabinet out of, you know, medium density fiberboard or whatever, and you're not too concerned about, like, the side panel, like the marquee arts, etc., etc. Okay. I just almost made the exact opposite decision that I needed to several times there, because I was too busy thinking about building an arcade cabinet. Oh, 6th place. Oh no, says the game over screen. No, 5? I would assume it keeps your highest one, and then, like, I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of the high scoring in this game. But yeah, overall, like, you know, I don't want to say I could build this game, like, with all of the graphical polish it has and everything to really sell the vector look. I could build a demake that gets the same gameplay concept across pretty simply. Because all this is like, oh yeah, you know, the player is choosing, like, not necessarily a linked list, because those are single tiers, but a map. That's what it is, a mathematical map. I'm impressed enough when people make retro aesthetic games
for physical release on NES cartridges and the like. Last I was in Portland, Portland is apparently a hotbed of indie gaming. That was really difficult to try and play while reading. There was some indie game developers showing off their game that will be released online and on working NES carts. I have a game in my games list here. I think it's called Mini Wizards or something along that line. Let's find out. Let's open another game. We've already opened so many games this stream. There's a game in my pile of games here called like it's like a 4-player gauntlet type thing. Infiniboss is another fun one that I would love to play at some point. Try Attack, similarly. Where is it? No. It's in here somewhere. Let me scroll for a moment. It's very, like... It's literally they built it as an NES game and then went, oh yeah, I'll just, like... Yeah, there is one! I didn't know either until I got the bundle, and the thing was like, hey, so you need the app to keep track of these 3 games, and I was like, well, it keeps track of all my other games, too. Yeah, thank you. Load more. Load more! Come on, you can do it. Hang on, let's just search. Let's search NES and see what comes up. Oh, it's struggling. Yeah, I didn't know itch.io had a launcher, but it does. Hi, hello, struggling. Not one shot, royalty-free NES music, not what I want. Okay, I can't see the games I have installed because I don't have internet connection. Hang on, installed items, because I know I installed it. Heavy Bullets is another game I'm looking forward to playing. If you can see that at the speed at which I'm scrolling at maximum speed. There's several games in here I want to play. Ooh, by the way, Silver Quest Gaiden, it's a 1-bit, in the same graphical style as well, actually Downwell is more than 1, but it's just white and black graphical style. Where is this game I'm looking for? Come on. There's a lot of games here. Piku Niku is another game I really want to play at some point. Micro Mages, that's what it's called. This is literally developed as an NES cartridge. Also, there's a barcade in the name. Ooh, hello? Hi, I would like to launch the game, not install it. Hi, do I just need to... okay. Oh, we're installing Micro Mages. I thought I already had it installed. Oh, configure a controller. Yes, absolutely. I would love to configure a controller. minimages.rus.exe.mp3. Oh, yeah. There's a barcade in the neighboring town of Arcata, the place called Arcada, which I plan on checking out when things stop being on fire. That is fair. Press a key for left. Right. Up, down. A, B, start, select. Yeah, so this is quite literally... Can I full screen this? I can. 4 mages set off to save their beloved princess from the demon fortress. Oh, that looks disgusting when I full screen it. It's fine. This is fine. Arcata, by the way, has the university that the late creator of SpongeBob got his degree. Noted. I don't have a password, so we're starting from the beginning. So this is literally from the ground up, designed to be an NES. Oh, it has a wall jump. Believe it or not. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, auto scroll. Oh, no. Oh, no, my brain. Again, this is genuinely an NES game. The guy has, rather, the person who, because I'm not sure, the person who built this game has dev logs on how all of this works, how it would actually work on hardware out there. It's a fascinating set of techniques, by the way. Like, the whole sprite set is designed to tile into each other. It's fascinating. Like, I could never... Well, I won't say I could never, but I probably could not develop a true NES game. It is too constrained. Oh, a checkpoint. Hold up. Pause game. Thus, many of the businesses around here serve as inspirations for Krusty Krab, Chum Bucket, and the like. Also, this game looks sick. I agree. It slaps. My analog stick is not a D-pad. Oh, a feather? What feather do? Feather make good shoots? Uh-oh. Okay, so we... Ooh. Oh, so you hold the jump button for feather to do thing. Uh-oh. Okay, the screen stopped scrolling. We're good. But yeah, this is literally an NES game. Like, designed from the ground up in whichever assembly NES is in. Because I assume the NES was in assembly. It's old enough that, assembly was still kicking around. Abstracted programming languages weren't really popular. Telling how my brain defaults to an analog stick. I was born between the N64 and the GameCube, so... Actually, no. I started gaming between the SNES and the words. Gaming between the SNES and the N64, so my brain kind of defaults to losing my feather apparently. My brain defaults to analog sticks because that's the majority of my time. But this is one of those games that I'm like, the NES could do this, because so much of the NES was like, well, people were just kind of like, well, we get 4 colors and a sprite, so... Oh, dang it, I lost my extra hit. Went to all that work for the extra... Oh. No. Yeah, when I play NES and SNES games on Switch as an online virtual console, I find the analog stick can be a little weird when these games originally had binary digital inputs for movement. Hard to know where the activation/dead zoning is on the sticks, so it makes precision movements dicey. Absolutely it does. I firmly agree with you. I remember when I was playing Oracle of Ages on stream relatively recently. I mean, it was in the before times as far as, the ability to go outside is. I fell into the feather. Oh, fiddledy dee. I mean that checkpoint's gonna be handy. Bubble goat. Goodbye, bubble goat. Anyway, this is one of those games that I'm like, the NES could do this, but also this is contemporary to current time NES programming. So they've eons ago, before the month of March continued into its 180th day. I know. Do I just wall jump? Oh no, there's a jump over here. Anyway, this is, I would not say this is representative of the NES, but it is feasibly what the NES is capable of with the knowledge of, a billion programming tricks. Oh, they explode into bad. Okay. Okay, I'm not going for that chest. Listen, I'm sure there's something cool in that chest. I'm not a completionist. Oh. This chest, however, I will go for. And then immediately lose my benefit from said chest. Like, the graphics alone, like, are fantastic. And, like, the gameplay design choices, like, the wall jump. You know, you didn't see a lot of a wall jump. I don't know if that was a game design or a programmatic limitation. Hello? Oh, I can shoot downward. Okay. Oh no, boss. But this is, I would not describe this as Kirby? Oh, sorry. I heard a Kirby noise and my brain deactivated. You know, this is the NES at its peak. This is not the NES at its contemporary potential. Sure, there were people squeezing this stuff out of the NES too, but they were not. They weren't first party. Oh, so I was supposed to stand under the blocks there. I have 1 life left. What was this called again? Mini Wizards? Something like that? Oh, okay. So that moment there is the show don't tell way of the game designer being like, hey, stand under the block when Kirby noise happens. Which, by the way, that was fantastic. A fantastic design choice. Okay, so now we stand under here because Kirby noises. To be fair, the way they put the shine on those stones and how they designed the background reminds me of Castlevania. Even with limited palette, people did some impressive stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there were above average games that, local man bad at video games. There were above average games that went above and beyond and started looking like stuff like this, but it was not the average. If you look at, you know, most NES games. But like this little like the wind pushes you upward into these 4 blocks and then those 2 blocks explode. That's a really good way to telegraph the boss at its before it starts attacking you. Come back over here. Come on. How much health does this thing have? Like, I was about to ask for a boss health bar, and I'm like, no. This game's already doing too much. It does not inherently squish the brick you were hiding under. Noted. Well, we have an extra hit, so... No, don't hit me! Oh! Game over. Yeah, micro mages, that's what it's called. These show don't tell mechanics, which I think we see implemented more in some of today's better titles. I'd love to see those implemented in more retro throwback games. Yeah, some retro throwback games, they throw back too hard, and they don't fix some of the game design pitfalls that they really should be avoiding. Exit. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, that window there is Steam yelling that I've plugged in a controller. How much time? I'm out of time. Fiddlesticks. Okay, well I'm out of time. This was a fantastic little stream where I played games that are far too hard for my skill level. Next time we stream, probably Wednesday or Friday. Definitely ex novo. I want to have some... I'm gonna run and heat up some dinner anyway. I'm glad I was able to make... I was glad you were able to make it too. It's always nice to have people in chat, and especially people I know. Brain loading. That's what I was saying. Ex novo on Wednesday or Friday for sure, because I want to design some of my campaign on stream. And if I do the things I'm planning on, then they're far enough ahead that my players won't have spoilers. And, people seem to really very much enjoy the Ex Novo VOD. I think part of that is just the sheer fact of how few people have played Ex Novo and put it on YouTube. But I'm for sure playing Ex Novo on either Wednesday or Friday, depending on if I start early on Wednesday, because someone else in the house streams Wednesday nights, so I kind of can't. But for sure, Ex Novo. We're gonna design some of the cities in the non-Karsus continent. Continent plural. What was the one I said already has a name? Wrote it down here. Ah, yes. Trugai, spelled Trugai. Oh, excuse me. Spelled Trugai. We will be probably designing cities there. Yes, true guy. The one true guy. We'll be designing a city on the continent of Trugai, or maybe just a city called Trugai. We'll cross that bridge when we are a little closer. We'll be using Ex Novo for that. I've actually had some comments from the creator of Ex Novo on the video, further elucidating a mechanic that I stumbled over in the first playthrough of Ex Novo and picked up and recognized in playing off camera. But anyway, all that is to say, definitely stream on Friday, potentially Ex Novo if we haven't streamed it on Wednesday. With all that being said, I hope you all have a very wonderful week.